Did you know there are caves and caverns in Florida? This is Florida Caverns State Park. It's in Marianna, which is North Florida in the Panhandle. There's a gift shop when you first arrive. You can buy your tickets. They are $15 for adults and $8 for children. Under 2 are free. Above the gift shop is this cute little museum. It's super educational. It has so much information about the caves. This is where you go to meet your tour guide, and this is a guided tour. You cannot walk into the cavern by yourself, but there are smaller caves that you can explore by yourself. I'm not gonna lie, when we first walked down there, I did feel a little bit claustrophobic. Like, I felt uncomfortable. It was dark and it felt enclosed. But once I was down there for a few minutes, I honestly felt way more comfortable. It is super cool down here and definitely not an experience to miss. There were some areas like this that were a little bit tighter to walk through, but as you can see, you barely have to duck down. They're not too small. And there was a sign that said the exercise level was moderate to severe. Personally, I don't think it was. I think it was a pretty easy walk, especially if you have some kind of walking stick. The only thing is that the ground can be slippery. But it is only slippery if it's raining or has been wet lately. If you go in the wintertime, they said it is bone dry in there. They recently put these new colorful lights in there because a past hurricane damaged the other lights, so I thought that was a beautiful touch. It made the area absolutely gorgeous. This cavern really was so cool to check out. Our guide was awesome. He answered all of our questions, and we even saw the water dripping so we could see exactly how the stalagmites and stalactites were formed. There were so many different rooms of this cave to check out, and he explained the whole history and how it was formed. And if you look really close, you can see shells and sand dollars, which I think is really cool because all of this was under the ocean at one point. This was such a cool educational tour to take. It kept us engaged. It kept Riker engaged. It was about an hour, and we were interested the whole time. It did not get boring at all. And like I said, there were so many different rooms and areas to walk in. They each had different names. They each looked different. It was super cool. Something that I thought was really cool is that there were these white porcelain bowls that were installed in the ceilings to reflect lanterns. And that was the original way that they saw the cave. In one of the rooms, he turned all of the lights off. It got pitch black and he barely turned on his flashlight, and we could see what it looked like for the original people that saw it and carved out the floor. I thought it was so crazy that these people came in practically no light and carved out the floors and added concrete to make sure that it wasn't slippery for people to check out. This is the only structure that you're allowed to touch down there. The rest of them you can't, because if you touch them, your oils get on it and it prevents them from growing. This one was slightly damp and very smooth. I don't know why I was expecting it to be rough, kind of like a rock, but it was very smooth. This was such a fun tour. We would definitely do it again. And the best part is that it was only 65 degrees down there when it was almost 100 outside that day.